Yeah, and just thinking about these players, Gabrio coming out of Winter Cup Group A with 2 losses and a draw, although the draw was against the top player in the group. And then Banana Bread, a very experienced player, I believe has been playing for years and years and years and years, um, but did not enter the Winter Cup this year, going straight into the Penguin pool. And in terms of the draft, we've got Aquarium, Veranda, Terrace, 3 of 7, Library High Rise, 4 of 8, and Moderne.
Yeah, all big venues here except for that terrace, which is kind of standing out here. Um, but of course, Gabrio has a reputation of being a slow player with a lot of timeouts, although I think that they've really addressed that, and that's kind of no
Mhm.
longer true. So it's going to be interesting to see, again, the pacing, because these venues, much like the ones we saw in the last set, can be punishing.
All right, well, Aquarium is a good place to start, and Gabrio on the spy side going to be starting as Orange Sorry. So we talk about pacing. That's one thing you'll have to watch out for. Banana Bread on the sniper side. In 3, 2, 1, play it.
Yep, Gabby taking control immediately. The ambassador's here. We're not going to go for a bug, though. We are standing just completely in front of Red Dress. We're going to talk and then leave immediately. But our selection target is at books, and we're just going to go for statues instead.
Yeah, no chance to catch sick there at books, so we go for side inspects. We talked about pacing. This is a great way to get some good pacing started is to go for early inspects. And given how many people at a bar, there's no chance that we're going to be punished with a highlight for it. Down goes the statue. It's even behind Shark. Why not? And we are in a decent place if we can meet up with Sick for a flirt.
Yeah, Banana Red taking those bar highlights instead of statue highlights. So the question is going to be very much whether Banana Bread is aware that we even had that first statue visitor. If we got kind of lost in the noise of this game, we're going to go to the bar as well and take advantage of the huge bar rush at the beginning. And Gabrio, I kind of like this position a lot for Gabrio if we're able to take advantage and do something with this delegate.
We will have a difficult print coming up if we choose to take it. We're not going to be able to pearl line behind Shark. Timing is a little off for that. And so here comes the delegate. We could go for the print if we so choose. The flirt is making me a little bit nervous because you can spend a lot of time chasing people around Aquarium looking for it. And Gabrio not in a hurry to get it done.
No, we're going to the opposite side of the venue instead. This has to be a delegate here. I think it looks like teal would be our delegate target, maybe twin. I
Mhm.
can't tell. It looks like pretty much close. But we don't have a lot of time to waste here. If we're going to delegate, we have to do it pretty soon, especially from this far away.
If we're waiting to delegate behind Shark, that is coming up in the next 8 seconds, so that will be an option, but I'm not sure it's going to take at this point.
Yeah, and we're just sitting here sipping. No delegate behind the shark yet. And I think we might have missed our window already.
I don't think this Perlane will be happening. We're down to 2 minutes on the clock. We have partial inspects, and that is our only progress. We have not even tried to take this difficult print if it is actually there. And there's the delegated. This is not going to take.
No, it is not. Twin is going to go and pick up a highlight, of course, but that's all we're going to get out of this. The ambassador's going to join us, but with that drink in hand, we can't even do anything. Gabrio suddenly finding himself behind the 8 ball and not behind the shark.
It looks like we're going to go pick up our first flirt now, and I'm almost wondering why. We push ourselves between these two. We're next to Teal again. It's just a white flirt from Gabrio, and a quick leave.
Well, we have to. Gabrio does not have time to waste at this point. And I think if I'm Gabrio, I think we need a time ad, to be quite honest. We're going to tuck ourselves in here, but unfortunately, Boots is here at the statue already. But we will sip, though, and that will give us the opportunity to pick up the statue. But this is our second inspect here, and that's it. Even with finishing inspects like this, we still have so much work to do. There's a swap.
Here's
It's
the
going to be a
swap. It's
swap behind
behind
the
Shark.
statue. It's seen.
Oh
I think
no!
I think maybe we were trying to frame Boots, but it doesn't matter. Banana bread all over it, and is going to find the correct shot there for the swap.
Yeah, the just timing there not quite working out, either in terms of the shark or in terms of the frame. Aggressive shot, I think it's probably fair to say from Banana Bread, but we did have inspects and swap done, so hard to say that it's bad.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, especially if you're not sure what could have been done behind the shark, as this is aquarium, that could be a mission finish.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, that is the first game in the books, and now Banana Bread on the spy side, taking a different approach to pacing, going to be playing as Taft in three, two, one, playing it.
Now, if I'm Taft, I'm thinking two things on Aquarium. One is
Okay,
potentially blocking a swap at the end,
sure.
and the other is going for the time ad cheese at the back curtain windows. However,
Well,
we're
it
going to
looks
start
like
things off at books, yeah.
Banana Bread not thinking either of those. Not going to have any trouble doing a transfer behind Shark if he so chooses, but he does not so choose. Puts the book back with a timing that makes that clear, and just heads over to this useless conversation.
Yeah, nothing here. The ambassador's across from it, so maybe we can find some sort of cheeky bug. But that's about all that we've got available to us right now. Banana Bread also taking things slow. We saw Gabrio start things off at statues last time, but then sort of idle things out. Banana Bread not even starting with the mission progress, just idling here now instead.
3 minutes left on the clock. We have zero parentheses zero mission progress so far, but our next target comes to us, so we will get a chance to get a flirt. That's 30% done. And there's a briefcase here, which we may decide to pick up.
Yeah, we have to do something, but it looks like Sick is going to beat us to it, so that's another possibility done. That feels really close to the ambassador, but clearly it is legal as the AI does do it, and we're going to walk away to the opposite end of the venue instead.
Banana Bread gonna go for one of these side statues, and at some point I have to wonder if the time ad that you mentioned is gonna become required, because this is gonna be our first set of inspects.
Yeah, this does set us up for possibly inspect swap finish though, at some point, and this is still very doable. Like we can definitely find a banana bread and flirt, two more flirts, especially if we can hit that green, and then finish things off with the inspect swap. So this is still within range for a finish without a time ad, but then banana bread can't waste much more time. Like we have to take this banana bread now
Banana
from
bread.
banana bread, and banana bread will banana bread.
Yeah, it's pretty decent. I think we've got one low light that's back there behind Shark. I'm not even sure if it's gonna be taken. It was teal at bar. And it looks like it will not be. So that's our first mission done. Minute 45 on the clock, so going for our second flirt. Our seduction target will cooperate, and our action test will not. 64%. We need at least one more.
Yep, it's gonna have to be a green for the next one to finish things up. But the question is, what are we going to do? I think if I'm banana bread, I'm timer flirting this, assuming our seduction target cooperates. Because we're at the point now where, again, we can pick up this last flirt if we can green it, and then just head to one of those back statues and dare Gabri to take a shot.
Oh, I hate doing that at back statues. It's going to be so gross, but
Well, it doesn't
here it
matter.
leaves, so it doesn't matter. Now we have a big problem. We need the ST to settle somewhere useful.
ST is going to bounce around, and we're going to bounce around chasing her, but we're faster. We don't know where she's going to settle. Finally, we guess right, end up in this conversation circle. That's not going to be close enough. That's 87%. We still need one more flirt. And we're going to
There we
leave
gotta go.
immediately. Yep,
We left
banana
time.
bread. Going to pick up this briefcase, but we need another fingerprint. Even if this has one on it, it does, which is all well and good, but we need another print, plus another flirt, plus another inspect with 30 seconds left.
We're gonna go in for the flirt. I think we need to just pull a dash and not take a book from this bookcase, but we do take one. It's a white flirt, that'll be enough. But now what? We
Now we have our
can't.
hands full.
We could transfer. Are we gonna transfer? Just hard walk across? No, we're not. In goes the book. 15 seconds, and it's just gonna be a side
This has a print.
inspect swap.
This is all about the timing now. It has a print. If we're able to get the inspect in the print, we're going to have overtime. We can maybe finish here. There's the print. It's going to be overtime. We put the statue back. Clock is ticking. 6, 5, and the shot is going to come off on King.
What presence of mind there from Banana Bread, knowing that no, actually he had a plan the whole time, and we were worrying about nothing. That print, by the way, has been there since 3 minutes on the clock. It's a 3 minute old print.
Wow. Good for banana bread. Really well done keeping track of that because I had no idea.
Or he was just planning to inspect swap and found there was a print on it. Either way, it worked out.
We can give our players credit.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But yeah, really nice finish from banana bread there. And Gabrio, very, very confused. Clearly Taft, not a huge suspect. And Gabrio just going with one of those, well, all right then, shots for the overtime.
All right, well, that will take us into Veranda. We've got Gabrio on the spy side playing as a rocker, Banana Bread on the sniper. In three, two, one, playing it.
Yep, Gabrio going to leave AI control on, settle down at Windows. AI control is still on here though.
Veranda is the kind of venue where there are some pathing traps that you might try to fish for a low light from. I think heading up to the right side of this venue, we're not going to find any. Although I wouldn't have necessarily thought Banana Bread was the kind of player who was likely to reward that early in the game.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Banana Bread at least doesn't stand out to me as sort of one of those pathing specialists. Now, I could certainly be wrong. Gabrio going with an aggressive early white swap. I love this.
Yeah, I don't mind this at all. I think this is good. We're gonna walk away into this conversation. Love it. Love all of this. And this is kind of the Gabrio 2.0 that was part of the discussion maybe about a year ago, where Gabrio just started pulling out all these super aggressive early chain plays. And if we can see some more of that on a 5 of 8 venue here on Veranda, I think that will pay big dividends.
Now, the problem is we saw some sort of semi-aggressive early plays on Aquarium from Gabrio, but then just a lot of idling. And it looks like so far that's the same game plan here, as Gabrio not really doing much. We're going to pick up Flirts here maybe, but otherwise, Gabrio has to keep moving and keep the pressure on, I think.
We kick up a green flirt. We're being offered. I mean, are we going to try to take this? No, we're not. We just take an innocent drink. Our sex target will head off, and we will follow him into this conversation with the double agent. That's pretty good for us.
Yeah, Gabrio with a lot of progress here early on, especially with the banana bread available. Like, this is not a bad spot for it, frankly, especially with the left side of the party so busy. We're seeing some behavioral lowlights, though, coming off from banana bread.
A lot of Lloyds. I don't know. This might be for the swap.
Yeah, this might have been the swap finally appearing. Maybe only the people who were seen at statues keeping the highlights. And if that's the case, then suddenly we are a big fish
Banana
in a
bread.
very small pool of suspects.
Penguins are birds, first of all.
Yes, but the fish are at the bottom of the food chain, and if Gabrio is going to get shot here, then clearly he is being eaten by the penguin and therefore is a fish.
I love it. All right, well, we're up to 96% flirt. We have partial inspects done. The problem is, I think we maybe survive another inspect. Just because there's so many suspects still wandering around, it doesn't look Banana Bread is really certain what's going on. But picking up that next mission is going to be tough.
Yeah, but you know, we have 3 missions done already. We're down to 90 seconds, but we just need another inspect and then something else. The question is what the other thing is going to be. We have no fingerprint progress. We can't do that unless we get really lucky here. And it looks like we're being kept on screen pretty well, with the ambassador especially being watched for that bug. So we're going to go pick up this fingerprint instead that the ambassador just left behind. But it might be too late to be starting this.
Yeah, we have seen Banana Bread very good at tracking fingerprints in that aquarium game, so this fingerprint surely known. And this might even be rough for Gabrio because Banana Bread may be willing to credit him with this being his second print.
Yep, certainly possible. And if that's the case, then the question is really just what the mission count is. As Gary's going to the statues to finish, this is where you're going to get shot if Banana Bread does credit that second fingerprint.
Inspects happening, no shot coming off yet. Banana Bread willing to hold so far. Ambassador putting down the briefcase,
More
and that is
lowlights.
visible on Gabrio's screen. 28 seconds. That briefcase is our kind of our only path to victory here, but Ambassador's still standing right next to it. We'd have to go there and force him out, and Gabrio's not willing to do it. What's the plan?
Don't know. Panic Purloin, maybe? Crash Bug and Dance? I don't know what the options are, but there we are. We're going to go join next to the Ambassador here. I don't think it's close enough to force him out, though.
It's not.
It doesn't matter. We're getting shot anyway. Gabrio just getting shot for standing too close to the Ambassador.
Polite. It does look kind of like Golden Bug range, and I don't think Banana Bread could have possibly missed one.
No, I mean, very, very clearly visible to the sniper there. Like, not a position where it really could have been missed. But, I mean, it really feels like we were the prime suspect once that swap was noticed.
Mhm.
And Banana Bread saying, well, maybe I missed a swap, maybe not, but you're the spy anyway, so Now you're dead.
All right, well, Banana Bread picking up an early lead in this match, but now on the spy side of Veranda, so that lead could be a little bit misleading. Um, Picking up the 5-8 win is going to be tough here, with Gabrio on the sniper and Banana Bread playing as Disney in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Yep, Banana Bread going to bounce around. The seduction target lands, and we are going to land as well. Let's cheese this. We are not going to cheese it. I would have loved to have seen an immediate flirt and walk away there, but we're not going to. We're going to get offered a drink. I would also be surprised to see a direct purloin here, but after the last set, who knows?
Well, here comes the offer, and Banana Bread is going to choose to take an innocent drink, sure.
Yep, that's perfectly fine. It is an excuse to leave and chase the seduction target a bit further. We do manage to barely fit into this conversation circle. The veranda conversation circles, of course, are notoriously fraught for managing to squeeze into them, but we will manage. And there's another flirt, 68%.
I love this contact. We should take it. Like, as far as Veranda goes, this is pretty decent.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, this is about as good as it's going to get. But now that the party is starting to filter out, maybe the moment has passed.
I don't know. I feel like the moment is here, but Banana Bread not interested in this mission progress. We're down to almost 3 minutes on the clock with only flirts having been attempted. So we're alone in conversation. We'll finish off our drink, and then we have to head somewhere else, and it might just be time to go to statues and get progress. Looks like Banana Bread just wants to finish flirt.
Yeah, really prioritizing the flirt finish here. No, we can't finish 99%.
Not the right place to be standing. And Irish makes it all fail. And Master has put down the briefcase. Banana Bread, based on his performance in the aquarium, might be willing to just sit here. We go for bug?
That took.
We just
That was the golden
just bug.
range. Yeah,
Okay.
and we had full occlusion from salmon there. It was not seen. The lean may be slightly visible, but I don't think Gabrio saw it. I think that's a free bug.
Now we were zoomed in at the time that it was happening. I'm not 100% sure on what, but that's a free bug there for Banana Bread. Well taken. But time's still a problem.
Yep, time is definitely a problem. Now we saw, uh, time ads on aquarium. We know Banana Bread is capable of doing that, but there's the flirt finished. So 2 missions done, 2 minutes to go. No Banana Bread in pocket yet. No hardtails really either, except for that bug. So we still have options, and here's a fingerprint as well. That will help. As the ambassador walks away, that half mission progress done will help us out a lot when it comes down to the end game here.
It's a very quick start of walking around with that briefcase. We didn't pause at all after picking it up, but we're just not being watched for it. And now with 100 seconds on the clock, we have the bug, a single print, and a flirt. And if we can find a contact, I feel like we have this game under control.
We do. We're going for books though, and with everything going on the other side of the party, we could be going for cheese here. But Gabrio would see us. Yep, here it is. We go to the other bookshelf, and we're just going to slam it. Banana Bread pulling out some aggressive play here suddenly, with all the attention drawn by the ambassador and Toby at the far end. And that's a microfilm. Will Gabrio take the shot?
And nothing going on there. And so Banana Bread in a great position. Doesn't have any partial inspects though. So with a minute on the clock, that could be a little bit annoying. Um, we have to get a contact and a print, I think.
Yeah, that's definitely sort of the chalk way to finish. Here's the Banana Bread. We join the double agent,
Banana
and the Banana
bread.
Bread is going to come off right now. It is a green test. So now we just need one print, and the ambassador is here leaving one on this book, and leaving the briefcase as well. We have options.
Yeah, we can be obligated for this briefcase if we choose to take it. It's exactly what Banana Bread's going to do, not wasting any time. And I think we're just kind of played a ghost game. And I don't think Gabrio has any clue that we're in Mission Wing Countdown.
No, I don't think so either. I'm not even sure we ever noticed taking that first briefcase, to be honest. It doesn't really seem like this one has attracted any attention at all, and time will tick down, and Banana Bread will just pick up the spy win. The mission win, excuse me.
Yeah, honestly, just a great veranda game from Banana Bread. Good pacing throughout. Well taken bug, I think, there in that left conversation. Just a really solid game. Good book cheese and a good spy win.
Yep, absolutely. And those are the types of plays you have to do to win as spy on Veranda, is pick up those bugs, pick up those book slams, and Banana Bread, to his credit, really takes advantage of the right timing and gets both done.
All right, well, that is Banana Bread up 4-0 in this set as we head into Terrace 3 of 7. become more or less the meta terrace at this point. Gabrio on the spy side playing as Orange Sari. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Yep, bit of a change of pace here from the aquarium and from the veranda. Gabrio going straight into bar, and it looks like Banana Bread taking bar highlights here to start things off.
I think about our 3 of X venue setups. I think they come in kind of two varieties. One is the Snipe Arcade, like go go go, you have no time variety. It's like the courtyard, pretty much. And then there's this other variety.
Ooh, we go for
We
bug. We went for that bug, and it just whiffed, but I think the arm sticking out was not visible.
Yeah, not visible, no intention taken there from Banana Bread, despite our highlight on Orange Sari. But this terrace is a little bit more of a finesse 3 of X. Like, you kind of have some time to try a couple of things. You don't have an eternity, but this, or like the old high-rise 3 of 5s, you have plenty of time, but you need to create a play for yourself.
Yeah, I mean, when I think of Terrace in general, Terrace has kind of always been the ultimate frame venue,
Hmm.
if only just because it really sets up those 50-50 plays so much. We got Purloin, by the way. We sent our selection target to pick up that Purloin, and now here's the lowlights coming off from everyone who has not been at bar yet. Banana Bread clearly keeping track of this very well and noticing what took place, but there's still a fair number of suspects here. And there's another flirt, 69%. Uh, Mission win here is still very much in the cards for Gabrio. Ooh, we're brought back down to a neutral.
I think everybody's being brought down to
Yep,
neutral.
yep,
Banana
absolutely.
bread.
Right, we're going to knock out the statue visitor, and we're going to knock out Queen, who's not actually standing in conversation, despite looking very strange right now.
Yep, and suddenly it's a party of three. Us, our selection target who took the list, and Kane, who has a drink in hand. And that's it.
None of whom have real contact.
Yep. Selection, or the double agent is coming to this conversation circle, and this is a golden opportunity. Gabriel has to take this
Banana
now.
bread.
There it is. All right, one more flirt needed. And now the question becomes, how on top of the flirt pairings is Banana Bread? Banana Bread is going to have to shoot for a flirt at this point, or Gabriel will walk away with the mission win.
Speaking of walking away, our selection target does just that. So speaking of flirt pairing, oh, but Kane goes to join her. This could be very dangerous for Kane.
Well, we're going as well. No, never mind. We're just going to idle here at the windows for a bit. Now, Kane could not have flirted before Boots walked back into our conversation circle. Will Gabriel go chase now and really jam in next to her and really confirm this flirt? Gabriel going pretty close.
Kinda, yeah.
This should be close enough. Can Banana Bread find the shot for this flirt? Here it is. Mission win countdown is on. We talk, and Banana Bread does it! Banana Bread finds the shot!
Great shot. Great shot from Banana Bread. Just keeping control of that party once you have it narrowed it down. Not easy to do. And is able to find the shot onto the most spy-like of the remaining characters.
Yeah, it really never felt like Banana Bread had any sort of panic there. Um, just really on top of the list being taken the whole way, very calmly taking the lowlights and narrowing the party, and then just watching the talks. Like, I wonder if Kane does get shot for chasing Boots there if Kane
Mhm.
talks, but
Mhm.
he doesn't, and instead we are the next talker.
All right, well, that is Banana Bread up 5-0 in the set. Looking for tie point on the spy side of Terrace playing as Pearls in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Yep, Banana Bread with all the momentum here in this set. 5 unanswered wins.
Well, we're still AI controlled at the moment.
Okay, never mind. It goes away. Um, this party is not really doing a lot though yet. Not all the bar visitors, selection targets just kind of hanging out at windows. So we're gonna go for this early briefcase instead.
I think that makes a lot of sense. We have one person at bar, now two. We had Taft at statues, and now we're going to go for the briefcase. We're just forcing Gabrio to have to track a lot of distinct kinds of mission progress, and that can be annoying to do. If you have 4 people, all of whom are at bar, well then fine, they're all at bar. If you have to remember 4 characters all doing different things, that's a much bigger load.
It's definitely true, yeah. And in 3 of 7, it can be very unforgiving, especially if a lot of characters are credited with that banana bread. Queen, by the way, going to statues. So suddenly there's a kind of a bit going on at this party, and Banana Bread is getting some help.
We have two statue visitors. We have four bar visitors. Um, so lots of.
Ambassador is leaving this print. It's going to be difficult because Alice is going to smudge it. Nope, never mind. Alice is going to take the drink. Ambassador's going to leave and come to us. We go for
We're
the
gonna bug.
bug.
It's
It's
so on
so
camera.
visible. It was so visible.
Oh no! But what if we were looking at bar when it happened?
We're fine. It's fine. We're alive. This is fine.
That's that kind of reverse drive-by that feels like it's going to be so good, but your body angle is just not quite what you think it is, and you're just waving at the sniper. Meanwhile, we pick up a delegated bar.
But again, we're fine. This is fine. Double agent is here. Seduction target is here. We have the bug in hand. We don't even need to delegate. We can just flirt this out, banana bread it out. There's the green test on flirt as well. This is such a good position to be in something with that bug in hand. Assuming that we're not dead for it.
The only thing here is we really need to two green this flirt. If we just want to stand in this conversation and flirt out, two whites is really not going to actually get it done in time, and the double agent has now left.
Yep. This is suddenly looking not nearly as good as it was 10 seconds ago. But we are going to stay here and go for the timer flirt regardless, as long as the selection target cooperates. Which it seems like thus far she is going to.
44 seconds on the clock. Our flirt cooldown coming up in just 3 seconds. There it is. There's the flirt, and it's a
White
white.
cast.
Now we have problems.
We have a lot of problems. We're just going to go for the quick banana bread here. We're going to tuck in. It's going to let off some lowlights, but we have no choice.
We had no choice.
Banana
And
bread.
good job from Banana Bread being willing to say, I have problems. I need to move now. I can't wait on this. 20
Yep.
seconds. I need to go back and flirt.
Yep. We're going to sip.
I thought there was a difficult on this drink. I don't think I've seen Banana try to take it, so I may be wrong about that. But it's going to come down to a flirt.
Banana bread has to flirt though. Time 5 seconds left. Banana bread, what are you doing?
We're not
Banana bread, what are you
flirting.
doing?
Oh, we don't have
Banana bread!
time. What?
What just happened?
I, I, I guess Banana Bread was trying to obviously make it look like the clock was hanging, and then go swap frame for someone.
But why not just take that flirt?
I guess Banana Bread thought the flirt killed him. Oh, the cooldown wasn't up. How was
Oh
the
yeah.
cooldown not up?
Yeah,
Wow.
we were away from that conversation circle for a while.
I'm
Alright.
amazed that that wasn't cooled down.
Well, the clock betrays Banana Bread, and Gabrio given a bit of a lifeline here in this set.
Yep, time for the full reverse sweep. Gabrio now at 5-1, and on the spy side playing as Kane. In 3, 2, 1, playing it. That's such
Alright.
a finish for Banana Bread on Terrace. You feel like you deserve that flirt. Obviously, we felt like he deserved that flirt. And now you know, okay, I have to snipe library, I have to get my wits about me, and I have to stare at this party for a long, long time. And keep control of it. Gabrio, though, not doing anything too aggressive out of the gate. We're just have a drink in hand, sitting in this conversation.
Yep. And this is sort of Gabrio's reputation, right? The double agent is here, and early Banana Bread not the worst thing in the world if we choose to take it. But thus far, Gabrio not going to take it, Gabrio going to leave, and Gabrio going to, it looks like, chase down the selection target instead.
3 minutes 40 on the clock. We're doing that thing on library where you walk from one side of the venue to the other side of the venue without making any progress along the way. And if you do that too many times, even as a fast character like Kane, you're going to burn a lot of clock just in terms of walking around and traveling.
But green flirts do help with that. 51% here on the flirt. That's not bad, but we have burned off over a minute already, down to almost 90 seconds with just that one flirt to show for it.
Sitting here with our seduction target, looks like Gabrio is willing to timer flirt, and on the initial green, I don't necessarily have a problem with that if you're paying a lot of attention to the party and trying to take advantage of things that you're seeing. Ambassador and Toby, though, are on the complete other side of the venue, and Banana Bread's laser has been selling out on them a little bit. So, trying to cheese something over here on the left-hand side might be attractive while they stay over there.
Yeah, but As you say, it looks like we're committed to this timer flirt. There's the cooldown. There's the second flirt. Action test ignored. Only 85% of the flirt.
Yeah, maybe a really early green that we weren't able to try to hit. Some of those early green tests are pretty much impossible in terms of reaction time. So, whatever the case, Gabrio's timer flirting has not paid off, and we're about half of the time off the clock with 0 missions complete and an offer from Toby.
Yep, here's a purloin. It's a green test. It's a green purloin. But I think the offer to us was seen, so we are in the chain. We are the first in the chain, actually, as Twin took a drink. And we go from the green purloin right into center statues. The list is taken. It's down to 2 suspects if Banana
We've
Bread's on top of
swapped.
this. Yeah, we inspect swap here. Coming right out of that green purloin, Banana Bread trying to figure out what just happened.
Yeah, Banana Bread not really looking at us that hard. I mean, we saw the Purloin take, and maybe Banana Bread doesn't know that Twin took a drink, and therefore the chain was reset because the lowlights are not coming out hard and fast at this point.
We've seen a couple of lights coming out now, but I can't even tell if these are for purloin or for the swap or what.
Yeah, meanwhile, no reaction to the swap as far as I can tell. And so Gabrio just needs to one more flirt and a contact and can finish this game.
Yeah, it feels like this is going to be a really difficult shot to take as long as we can get a decent contact out here.
Like, we were seen as center statues, so maybe we have to be the top suspect. But if somehow Banana Bread hasn't figured out that there's been a swap, it's gonna be so hard to pull that trigger.
Yeah, I mean, here comes some more lowlights. And this is all well and good, but at this point, like, as long as we can get one or more of these suspects in for the Banana Bread, can Banana Bread really find the shot? Gabrio is wasting a bit of time here. The double agent going to into this conversation circle. Yeah, here it is. I think we just take this Banana Bread now and dare Sniper to shoot, right?
I think he will. I think he absolutely will shoot for this. We just joined this conversation with the DA. We walked halfway across the map to do it. We can burn a little bit of time, but not too much. And the
Well,
DA leaves.
okay, we're gonna have to
You
chase
could
Small
not
Man.
burn time.
We cannot know. We don't have statues available to it either. And look at the laser just hovering over us, waiting for that bug too.
Well, I don't think we have a choice. We have to take the bug.
Yeah, I mean, if we finish this drink, we can go for a wrong arm, but we're not going to.
We
Where?
missed the time ad window.
Yep,
We're
Banana
highlighted.
Bread.
It's so visible. It's a
Yep,
white time ad.
yep. Oh, it's so visible. And Banana Bread just waiting for that confirmation. We'll find the shot. And Banana Bread on match point.
Honestly, there's not a lot in this game I can point spy play. I mean, I didn't like the missed pad, I guess I would say. Um, but like, I think, if Gabrio takes that contact with Smallman over there on the left, he's just dead. Um, and it's just really unfortunate that we weren't able to find a better contact sometime earlier in the game, because I think if we could have, sometime that wasn't our last mission, Gabrio walks away from that with a spy win.
I think that's true. But with that said, um, I mean, it is a confluence of factors, right? I mean, we are
hmm
seen with the offer right as the green purloin comes off. We go straight into center statues where the swap comes off. And it really feels like Banana Bread 2 has been really on top of things this entire set with really strong mission counts on all of his suspects. So, like that's a tough choice. Maybe waited for a better opportunity with a bit more of a purloin chain.
All right, well, here comes Banana Bread on match point. Spy Side Library playing as Orange Sorry in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Yep, Banana Bread gotta be on his horse here, of course. Select target's going to be at windows. I don't even know if we're gonna have time to get this flirt off though. We're gonna try.
I don't. It's gonna be close. No, it doesn't happen.
Yep, Twin not having any of it. They're gonna walk away, and we'll take the walk of shame to the double agent instead.
Banana Bread, of course, has been facing some difficulty with Flirt earlier in the match. We will take this white contact,
Banana
and it's
Bread.
not bad at all. Selection target splits out of the right-hand conversation, maybe 2 lowlights, and that might be about it.
Yeah, that's not bad. Especially having seen this Banana Bread potentially burn Gabriel last time. White purloin, by the way. White purloin here, not seen on camera. Now it's visible. What's Gabriel's reaction?
The
As
gold
the right
comes
one.
off.
The right reaction, taking low lights on the far side of the venue, and that's it.
Meanwhile, we're at side statues, still on the left side of the venue.
I don't think we've even
Uh,
seen. I don't think we've even seen the statues. Now we are.
yeah, Banana Bread only took one inspect there, maybe hoping to get away, as you mentioned, before the laser saw us, but it's not to be.
Yep, absolutely true. And Wheels goes to the center statues as well. So Banana Bread, still with some work to do. No flirt progress. 3 minutes to go though, plenty of time. We're going to squeeze in here and start things off with an early white flirt, 34%.
Conversation positioning is a little ugly. We're kind of trampling on Alice there, but we do at least have some flirt progress, and we could even jump into these other statues and try to finish off our inspects.
Yeah, especially with Toby and the ambassador on the far side of the venue, I would not hate that at all. We've already seen Gabriel paying a lot of attention to the ambassador and Toby, despite the list being gone at this point. So I would not hate going to side statues whatsoever.
Well, it looks like Banana Bread's just wanting to timer flirt. With 2 minutes 20 on the clock, flirt cooldown will be coming up in the next couple seconds, so may as well stick around for it at this point. And I wouldn't mind to see Banana Bread try some kind of transfer here, because I have not noticed Gabrio paying a lot of attention to books.
No, I would agree, but the question is whether Banana Bread is aware of that. And that's a much harder thing to notice, especially if you aren't spending a lot of time on replays in between games. Banana Bread's still just waiting things out here. Maybe going for the triple timer flirt.
You can go for the triple timer flirt into inspect swap. That's an option that's available to us. Um, and if we do, we're in a good position for it, assuming the ambassador and Toby both stay away from us.
Yeah, well, again, Toby at this point immaterial. But the ambassador is coming to us, unfortunately. Well, maybe not going to stop there over on the side, but is over on our side of the venue at any rate.
Here comes the flirt. This will get it done. We
Yep.
cannot go inspect swap at these statues right now. They are slightly occupied.
Yes, they are. And remaining so. So we're just going to wait. We are going to still have plenty of time once Teal and Twin walk away. Um, and Banana Bread with no movement. It seems like that's the plan. Yep, here we go. Into the side statue. Gabrio, laser on the far side. Now we're seen here. So here's the inspect. This is part of it, but the swap is going to be the real telling part.
Would you want a green here or a white?
Well, it doesn't matter. The fade is so visible. The swap is seen, and Gabrio finds the shot.
I guess that answers my question. You don't want the white there.
I mean, I think the white is fine if you're blocking it, but unfortunately, the way the swap happened, sorry, holding the statue out clearly in view for Gabrio as the swap comes off, and Gabrio not able to miss it.
All right, so Gabriel clinging on as we head into Modern 4 of 8. A new venue for the pool that we haven't seen yet so far today. And Gabriel will be playing as Irish and Banana Bread sniping for the match win in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Yep. And you had said before that you would like to see some book shenanigans. I would like even more to see book shenanigans here on Modern. But we're going to start things off as part of this bar rush instead.
We could go for this bug. It's very aggressive, but I kind of like the idea. There's a lot of visual noise and occlusion. Gabriel not
Yeah.
going to be. Oh,
No, I mean, maybe we're credited with it, but I agree that unless the lean is very much seen, especially with the sort of remaining chaos from early on, and we're not going to bother with the drink. Oh, wait, we did get a drink. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about.
can you cheese the lean there by like pushing forward into the bar the same way you do a delegate cheese? I don't actually know.
Uh, I'm not sure, but it would also take away the range. I don't think the range would have been big enough if we had done that and
Mhm.
gone for the walking bug.
Fair enough. So 3.5 minutes on the clock. We do have the delegate in hand, and we will fire it off to Kane. So this is probably going to take.
Yeah, I think so. And with so much activity at the bar early on, this is really going to tax Banana Bread's attention and memory to figure out what happened.
Yeah, we were in a very kind of out there, empty conversation when the delegate happened. I mean, on the one hand, that makes it easy to know who the delegator was. By the other hand, you're probably not looking at that conversation very hard.
No, and this is just going to be sort of a narrowing the party down to everyone who's at bar so far, probably.
Oh, it doesn't come off. The timer expires just a couple of seconds before.
Yep, and that hurts. That hurts a lot. That kind of wastes the early bar pressure. And now, Gabrio just going to have to flirt things out the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, but we wasted like well over a minute doing that. That's so unfortunate for Gabrio as we go into side statues, just making the pad. Good job there. And we earn a
Yep.
highlight trouble.
Yep. This does have a print on it, I think. Is it difficult? We'll see if we can hit it, of course. But we do pick up the highlight, as you pointed out. And that probably doesn't mean all that much. But here's the difficult, and there's the test. We do hit it. That helps so much.
3 greens on that statue visit. Well done from Gabrio. And it looks like we might. Nope, we're going back
Statue
to
to
statue.
statue. Will we
Nobody's
see a
nobody's interested
swap?
in books.
I would love to see an pick swap here. YOLO, Gabrio, let's do it. No, not so much? Okay. I'm sad.
Not gonna happen. Just under 2 minutes left on the clock. We have partial progress on 2 missions. One of them print, which I love. Some lowlights come off, and we've picked up a highlight.
We were highlight
Actually,
statue. I think that was just a mistake in neutral light onto us,
I see.
and we're gonna cheese that flirt pretty quickly. Are we trying to pretend that we are delegated?
Oh no.
I don't think that teal could have delegated to us. So this would be a very aggressive take.
Yeah, and the timer has ticked down a lot. I think if we take the list here, I think we're just dead as soon as Banana Bread has a mission count on us.
Right, well that is the question. This has been a bit of a weird party. There's been a lot going on, a lot of bar visitors, a lot of statue visitors. And Banana Bread has shown to be pretty on top of things thus far. But here it is. Are we going to direct take? No, we're going to delegate. Okay. So Gabby, with 45 seconds left, has a path to finish, but we're going to have to fire off this delegate, find a banana bread, and finish flirt all in one go. And it is possible with all of them in the same conversation circle. So here we go.
It's true. We don't need to move from this spot. What are we gonna do first? Of course, the answer is nothing.
Naturally, naturally. All right, here we go.
Banana
There's a
bread.
banana bread. It's a green test. We need to flirt. Here it is. There's the flirt. Okay, and now we purloin. And now we purloin.
Gabriel doesn't want to
Gabrielle.
double talk.
There we go. All right. Clock is going to hang here, and there's going to be some overtime. We're going to statues as well. No, we're going to books. Just trying to stay as far out of the way as possible. Here's the overtime. The shot is going to come off on boots. We took the list, and Gabriel will find the spy win.
Nice play there at the end. I mean, we got into some real unfortunate pressure with that first delegate not taking. That was really sad, but we made it up here. And the purloin here was pretty late. I mean, it was a 50-second purloin, just about. The guest list was purloined kind of right as the clock hit 0.
Yeah, yeah. I thought the clock was going to hang, but it really went off pretty much instantaneously. So there was no hanging. So that way, Banana Bread couldn't have counted on there having been a delegate,
Hmm.
and therefore just having to shoot for the overtime beeps.
I wonder how confident Gabriel was on the timing of that purloin to get boots there like just before the clock hits 0. Because if the clock hangs, much worse for Gabriel, who has now brought this match back from 5-0 to 6-3, going into the sniper side of Modern.
Yeah, and if Gabriel was able to take this, then we're down to our last venue.
All right, well, Banana Bread on the spy side playing as Red Dress, Gabriel on the sniper. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
All right. Ambassador here in a buggable position. We're just going to bounce off, though, and not take that bug. Here we go.
Because a human bounce looked pretty good.
Yeah, it did look really good.
Here's the book, and this is maybe the first time one of our players has picked up a book that wasn't just for a fingerprint. I guess we had that one transfer cheese on Veranda.
Yeah, and there were some bookshelf visits on Aquarium, but they were innocent, I think. It's my recollection. Anyway, there's a flirt to start things off. And we do have the book in hand. I would be shocked if this is going back in the green.
Yeah, I don't think there's any chance of that. Especially look at this Banana Bread, just trying to wipe any suspicion off of Gabriel's mind out here by the chaises, and a time
Ooh,
ad as well.
nice. Very nice.
This is going to put so much pressure on Gabriel at a must-win game,
Ooh!
but the
Oh, we're
highlight,
highlight!
Oh, we are
Gabrio.
so toast.
Yeah, this feels bad. This feels so bad. Oh no. Well, um, it feels like we're a dead spy walking. I don't think Banana Bread knows that, but we know that. So, yeah.
The fact that there was no highlight onto Taft, who was also at Windows when the time had happened, I think is very interesting. I don't know if it's well, one, the highlight's not actually for time match, which I think is unlikely. Two, Gabrio didn't see Taft at Windows, which I think is also unlikely. Or three, Gabrio saw Taft and knew that he didn't check his watch, in which case, great job by Gabrio picking up this
Yep,
time match.
for sure. And if that's the case, then this is really just Gabrio watching and waiting for Banana Bread to do enough mission progress to warrant a shot.
Hmm. I think this is one difference that we saw in this match versus some of the earlier matches from Coding versus Dash, is that with these slightly more experienced snipers, uh, they are willing to wait just a little bit more to try to get confirmation on their shots. You never know when there's going to be a contact that's going to eliminate your top suspect.
Yeah, I mean, we've all been there at this point. And Banana Bread taking it slow, really taking advantage of that time ad, by the way, to really timer flirt this out. And there it is. Banana Bread, of course, not aware that in all likelihood, uh, this game is already over. But, you know, I don't mind taking advantage of that time ad to really just sort of take it slow and lose suspicion. Again, unfortunately, Banana Bread not aware that the suspicion is pretty much overwhelming.
There's also a question of how you want to pace the match, like especially if you're Gabrio here, right? Like if you're Gabrio, let's assume, and again we're assuming a lot here, that Gabrio is just waiting for a reason to shoot red dress. Um, this would be a good one. Uh, then you have the option. Like, do you want 3.5 minutes to kind of relax and cool down before the last venue, or do you want to try to keep pushing Banana Bread and force him to play another sniper game right away?
Yeah, that is a good question, and that sort of gets into the meta psychology, which I think is something that is really not paid a lot of attention to in the competitive scene, at least publicly. Vandenberg, though, going from slamming that book in to statues here, and if we weren't to highlight already, then this flurry of activity probably would make us one. But Gabriel's still holding the shot at this point.
Gabriel holding the shot is starting to make me a little nervous. Um, I have a very clear narrative in my mind about what's going on in Gabriel's mind, but the truth is we really don't know. And he is still playing this sniper game.
Yeah, here's the banana bread. Ooh, the
Banana
double agent
bread.
is going to bail. All
Low
right,
lights being taken.
I yeah, we're going to walk away. Banana bread's been moving, just zipping around here, really not staying anywhere very long. Like with the benefit of course, knowing what's going on here, Banana Bread looks so spy-like as we go into statues. Ooh, that path into statues also not good.
We pathed around a ghost, but there was no ghost. We will pick up our last inspect. This would be the good time for a shot, I think, if you were Gabrio and you were waiting for a reason. Uh, of course, we don't have the mission count, but wow, if you really are confident that we don't have the mission count here, I'm very impressed.
Yeah, but at the same time, we've been the top suspect since very early on, and we know that that Banana Bread did not take.
PA
So,
bails again, and we're forced to go for the Purline.
yep, yeah, I mean, we are simulating a delegate here. It's a direct take. Gabrio sees it. Did Gabrio see it?
Gabrio,
Gabrio saw it. Gabrio saw it. It's fine. We're fine.
especially with a player like Gabrio, you have some of these international matches being played. You have to be a little bit cautious around your mission countdown. It's not always the full 10 seconds you think it is. But Gabrio able to find the shot.
Yep, definitely true. Faith rewarded, and suddenly Gabrio, bringing it back from a 6-0 deficit, is one venue away from tying it up.
It's an amazing comeback from Gabrio, and it has to be frustrating for Banana Bread as well. You've been sitting here like on tie point, match point, trying to close it out, and now you're going to high rise 4 of 8, which potentially neither of these players may be super familiar with playing. I don't know how much practice they've done for this particular set of venues, but high rise 4 of 8 not a popular one to see outside of maybe like one cup each, one set each cup, and of course like scramble events and things like that. So Gabrio on the spy side for the last time in this match, looking to sweep high rise for the draw in 3, 2, 1, play it. And I believe.
Yeah, I'm starting to believe as well. Like, we were just talking about sort of psychology of matches and momentum and sort of the, I guess, ooh, we're going for the early microfilm here behind the bush. I love it. But yeah, like momentum really does play a role, I think, especially as far as tilt and things like that go. And Banana Bread has to be both tired and a bit tilty here at this point. Look at all this bouncing around the ambassador, by the way. That's so brutal.
Yeah, and Banana Bread, we talked about this earlier, not really in a position to reward lowlights for those paths, but instead having to contend with all of those potential bug opportunities. Meanwhile, Gabrio has a microfilm in pocket and a fingerprint as well.
Yeah, we beat Alice to this briefcase, and Gabrio is suddenly making a lot of moves very fast. We're gonna join right next to our selection target as well, pick up an early flirt, and we're down to 2 minutes. But this being high rise, that doesn't really make that big of a difference. The white test does hurt though a little bit.
We sometimes talk about the adjustments that players have to make during a match. We talk about pacing. Gabrio has been willing to shift up the pacing up and down over the course of the match from game to game. That's not an easy thing to do. Like, if you're a spy, you kind of have a way that you play, and trying to change it is actually quite hard. We'll see in the Hidden Cup that's coming up, some players, I'm sure, try to do that. Um, but Gabrio, a really good job of keeping the sniper off balance, I think.
Yeah, I think that's definitely true, especially in a long set like this one has turned into. I think a sniper can really sort of uh, get used to the rhythm that the spy plays on. But as you say, Gabrio has done a really good job with mixing things up, doing different missions, different hardtails, including center statues here. Ooh, close one. We do barely get that one off. But Gabrio, with a lot of partial mission progress but nothing done, is suddenly down to a minute, and there's a lot of work to do yet.
Yeah, and I don't want to count Banana Bread here, but he has shown such control over these parties, such confidence in his mission counts. And High Rise is not a big venue, right? It is one where you can kind of, especially High Rise 4 of 8, this is a party that you can control if you're a very
Banana bread.
confident and effective sniper. There's a contact coming off. We are not being offered a drink. Excuse me, we are, but we're just going to take the drink. And this fills our hands, which is a little bit of an issue.
Yeah, 40 seconds. We need one more flirt, and I think we'll have time with the flirt cooldown, but then we're going to need a fingerprint. The briefcase is being returned right now, so that's taken away from us. I don't know if there were any others hanging around this party, and the selection target's going to bail as well. We have to chase.
We have to chase for sure. That's 20 seconds left. And what is Gabrio going to do here? I mean, the briefcase will go down, but the ambassador's still here. We can't go. I mean, we could go pick it up. Um,
We're down to a crash bug or purloin situation.
there's the gulp.
All
6 seconds.
there's a request. All right, it's going to be the
We have
purloin.
time. It's going to be really close.
It's going to be so close. Yes, the green test. The clock is going to hang. All right, Banana Bread, it is time to
So
show
good.
that you know what's going on.
No,
Oh
we're going for the
no!
print. We're going for the
Yep,
print. We're going for the print. I love it. I love it. We do it just as the list comes off. We have 5 missions.
and the wrong shot comes off. Banana Bread's so confused by the clock hanging there, takes the wrong shot, and Gabrio, one win away from the reverse sweep to tie things back up.
I love going for that print. When the clock hangs and then you start the beeps like at a time that doesn't make any sense. It's so lovely to see. And okay, like we just take a shot into someone at statues, I get it. But that's a fantastic finish from Gabrio. Really nicely done.
Yeah, I love everything about that. That's so good. And clearly, Banana Bread's so confused.
All right, well, that takes us to our final game. Both of these matches having gone all 12. And Banana Bread, one last chance to pull out the win and advance in the penguin pool. And Gabrio, uh, ready to climb this mountain and make it a 6-6 draw. Banana Bread on the spy side as Irish in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
All right, AI dumps us in this front conversation circle. We've seen some long AI controls from Banana Bread, but there we are, taking control. Select Jar and Double Agent will be in this back conversation circle. We're going to sip the drink and walk away and go join them.
Plenty of AIs here probably have bug credit at this point. We are not one of them, but we do have 31% flirt. And if a couple more people get into conversation, an early contact on high rise, even 4 of 8, can be very pressuring for the sniper.
Yep, the Double Agent's going to leave instead, so that option is taken off the table. So we're just going to timer flirt this off instead.
We do reject the drink from Toby. Not interested in pulling that escape hatch just yet. Alice at statues, but not a lot of activity here. I suspect Banana Bread will take at least one timer flirt if Smallman doesn't leave after this drink take. Well,
You spoke it into being.
I apologize to Banana Bread. He's going to have to chase, and it looks like he'll be happy to do so if we enter conversation with the SDA.
Yep, and of course, high rise with all this mission density, like the short clock and letting the timer run, not as punishing as it might be in other places. But we have also seen, in like at the end of the last game, that you can't let this go on too long. So I like that Banana Bread is leaving, getting some more mission progress done here right now.
Into statues with a minute and a half on the clock. We'll pick up a pair of inspects. Swap is definitely an option here, and I would not actually mind
I'm
it given how much
feeling
attention Gabrio has been willing to. And there it is. It's a
green.
green swap this time.
Yep. Gabrio rotating over to check it though, and Twin is going to pick it up right now. This
This is
could
so good for us.
maybe, but this could make the party down into two choices. Like this might be a binary party at this point.
Well, the swap definitely rotated for, and on camera, Twin is highlit. No reaction to us, though.
And no lowlights coming off. Okay. 45 seconds for Banana Bread. We have a microfilm in hand. We have one inspect in hand. We need one more flirt. Still a lot to do though here. This is not going to be an easy win, especially with 98% on the flirt. Banana Bread might need a time ad.
How do we finish? We have 30 seconds. Our
I think,
highlit twin is picking up a briefcase. Maybe we just try to get them shot.
well, we're going to statues. We're going to finish inspects. We have swap done. 20 seconds left. I don't even know. I don't know how we're going to finish here. I don't think we have time. That's not even a
Banana Bread
finish. Banana
has
Bread.
30.
That's not even
We don't
statues
finish
done.
inspects. We don't finish inspects. What are we doing? We're just waiting to time out at 0.
Yeah, we're gonna try and hang the clock here. But unfortunately, no,
One.
it's a white test. Oh, this is so bad. Gabrio has to be aware at this point. Gabrio has to take some lowlights, even if we're not dead. Gabrio has to just start narrowing down this party all the way. There's flirt done, but with 30 seconds left, Gabrio knows that the time had happened. Here come the lowlights. We're gonna be one of just a couple suspects remaining.
Yeah, the problem is we still don't have time to finish, even after that time ad.
Yep. Look at this. This is so brutal. We can banana bread here. That's fine. Banana bread purloin, maybe? I don't see what other choices we have.
Banana bread.
There's the contact. We are the only person in, and the shot will come off. And Gabrio comes all the way back from 5-0 to draw the set 6-6 and stay near the top of the Penguin Pool standings with Banana Bread.
Yeah, really good fortitude and resolve from Gabrio there. Very, very impressive to keep the mental sort of strong and going there, especially with some of the plays that are really difficult to take when you're sort of up against the wall like that. But Gabrio showing no fear and really just doing what he has to do to make this tie happen.